All right, good afternoon, everybody. If you're just coming in, I want you to share this video. Wonderful, beautiful Sunday. Wonderful, beautiful Sunday afternoon. I want us to just quickly do one thing, and that's just to discuss something very important. As you're coming in, please share this video. Thank you very much, Glory. Thank you. Arabini Ola, God bless you. Michael Omo, Tenny Joy, thank you very much. Denix Omorilewa, God bless you. Princess Olofin, God bless you. Yetunde Olaguju, God bless you. Thank you very much, everybody, as you're coming in. Happy Sunday to you guys. Happy Sunday, wonderful Sunday, beautiful Sunday. And thank you for joining this very, very important episode, as we are going to be looking at some very, very important stuffs. Happy Sunday. John Bessie Dofe, my brother. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. You know, the weather is kind of like really crazy. This morning is just really cold. I'm inside my basement, and man, it's really cold here. All right. But it's all right. We can manage. Why do you think some of our African men and women, why do you think they are heartless? Good morning. Edna, we are not comparing Africa and white people. That's the problem we have. People just love competition. When somebody is saying men change, he say, how about women too? Is it not good for every one of us to say, men, please change, yo? And then we focus on that instead of competing. Why do we human always love to actually compete? This is not about competition. White people can be bad. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you, Africans. Can we be good? If at the end of the day we can be good, we can actually lay a foundation for the other people to see. Why do we have to do competition? That's the problem we're having, and that's why we're not going nowhere. That's why we're not going anywhere. I don't understand this kind of mindset. For real. I don't understand. Competition, that's this competition. The Dennis Omorilewa, it's all competition 24/7. No, if you say, oh, man, you are very bad people, some of the women here will be, Pastor, why don't you say women are bad too? Then we change it around and say, women, you are bad, oh, you are bad. Then some of you will not say, why don't you say men are bad too? We are talking about Africans now. Africans, why are some of Africans heartless? Why is this only African? White people are heartless too. What is all that? This is the problem we have. We cannot go further. We can't move if this is the kind of mindset we carry. No way. We can't move. It's like a kid. Like a kid when they are disciplined that one, we say, how about him? How about him? You know that baby kind of thing, the myopic kind of mindset. How about him? Now we point to another person. How about him? Instead of blaming just me, blame him too. That's not a good mindset. Yeah, instead of learning, that's not a good mindset at all. That's a terrible mindset that can never make anyone to progress in life. That can never make any man to progress in life. They can never progress. That's the kind. They just start pointing fingers. Instead of you taking responsibility, oh, we are bad. How can we become good? How can we become good? Oh, yeah, this is how we become good. Let's work on it. And let's become good. That's it. And that's it. How can the husband become good like this? How can the wife become good like this? Let us work and just become good instead of pointing and pointing and pointing. Just pointing and pointing and pointing. Why do we have to point? And I see, it's a big problem. It's a big problem when we're not taking responsibility. If they say African men are not romantic, don't come and say, how about women too? Women are not romantic too. No, that's not the topic. The topic is African men are not romantic. Good. Speak to us. How can we become romantic? Tell us. Then somebody will now come and say, okay, this is the way you're supposed to be. This is the way you're supposed to be. And then you wait. Then the next day they come again and say, African women are not accepting what Nigerian men are giving them. Okay, now the stuff is balancing. Then they now talk to the women. The next week they now come around and say African men are not working enough. Then we deal with it. It's not, how about him? How about that one? That's the stupid mindset. It's a mindset that won't carry anyone anywhere. You won't carry nobody anywhere. I've been saying this for so many times, but people just don't get it. People just don't want to get it. For us to be able to make it, if somebody is disciplining you or telling you this is what you need to do, accept it, become the best. The person you are looking at thinking that are supposed to be competing with this person, be better than that person. When you change your own life, you become better than that person. That person will now have no option but to look at you as a role model or as an example and say, let me follow this person and make this person my role model and I'll become better too. But when you are running away from being better and start pointing to another person, then you can never be better in your life. You can't be better. Nobody is doing competition with nobody. And that's the problem we're having. The black Americans are doing competition with the black African. African is doing competition with the black American. Black American is doing competition with the white people. Instead of we looking in, what are the problems we have in the black community? Let's fix the black community problem and leave the white people alone. White people, they have their own problem. They will go and fix it when we are better. Let us first of all be better. Let us deal with our own self. What are the stuff that we need to fix? Let's fix it. And leave the white people to go and fix their own. And then when we become better, they will look at us and say, these people are better now. Let us look for a way of making our own community better too. And that's what we're supposed to be seeing. Then when I see this kind of comment, I get pissed off. I say, what kind of mindset is this? Is this a real mindset of somebody going somewhere? Is this a real mindset of somebody that wants to be good? Is this? Is this? I don't get it. So what is the topic today? Why are some African men actually are intentionally put women? Because I know some people say, I've had the women. I didn't want to put women there. I really want to put men. I wanted to say, why are some, actually I didn't want to use some. I wanted to say, why are African men heartless? That was the topic I wanted to put there. But because I started scanning people, I said, now they will say I said African men. Let me put some. Then when I put some, they will say, how about the women? Let me put women. And I'll put the women. Now it's balanced. Let me now see who we talk now. Let me see who we talk. It's a balanced thing. I didn't say all of them. I said some African women and men. So let's see. Some of the anti-women online say something now. Some of the anti-men say something now. Let us see. You think maybe now stock is it's not balanced. Okay, is it not balanced now? Is it balanced now? You want me to put man and women? Oh, let us now see. Is it not balanced? Say something. Say something. Say something. You don't say. Say something. All right. So the issue in this stuff is not like somebody is anti-men. The message can be pointing towards men today, and it will point towards the woman tomorrow. The issue is that you cannot finish a topic of man and woman at the same time. You have to pick it one by one. You see, I find it a little bit difficult whenever I put something about women. I was talking about marrying a woman. If you want to marry a woman, marry the one that has been a good daughter. You know, all these men, they always say, yeah, it's anti-men, it's anti-men. They didn't put any comment. They didn't put any comment at all to that one. Then I posted, I said, if a husband is good, it's in the face of the wife, you will know. Then they went to that one to go and start attacking me. Okay? They went to start attacking me on that one. So I look at it and say, no wonder the Bible said the heart of a man is desperately wicked. We are just naturally wicked. We don't like the truth at all. We just don't like the truth. We just don't like it. Moti wake up, Oluwabumi. Well, if you made the now tell me it's not balanced. Tell me it's not balanced. All right? So that's the issue right there. When we are looking at ourselves, we are looking at a group of people. All what we want the group of people to do is for us to look inward and be able to deal with ourselves and become better. It's not a competition between the white, the black, the green, the yellow. We're actually talking to our own people. My own. I am not a white man. No, I am not a white man. I'm not a Ghanaian. I can categorize myself as an African man. All right, but I'm not a Ghanaian. Sometimes I will zero in on Nigerian men. Sometimes I will say the Yoruba men because I'm not Igbo. Because I'm not Igbo. I'm a Yoruba man, so I can decide to say something that, with respect to that. So whenever we zero in and say African is a family meeting time, that is, we want to talk to ourselves. We want to talk to ourselves. Can somebody open their head without any kind of whatever in your mind or, a judgmental kind of mindset? Can you open up and say, I want to receive the word that will change me? I don't want to hide. Let them eat me on the head. That's when you change. That's when life will be different. That's when you change, and life will be different. I'm telling you. But when you have a mindset of blocking, before they fire the arrow, let me point to another person. How about him? Before they fire the arrow, let me point to another person. Let me point to another person. That person can never change. You just continue to hide. You continue to hide. That's what they call hiding. You continue to hide because you are guilty. And guilty people, they always want to hide. But if you are not guilty, you'll be open. You want to receive it because you are open. A guilty person will be hiding. That's why the Bible says, let's allow the chef. We can only change someone that knows and accept is faulty. I know, right? You got me, right? These are people that they have brain inside their head. They have brain inside their head. They have brain inside their head. It's some people that have very tiny little fish brain that they cannot dissect or break words down without any explanation. Some people will get this topic and look at this topic and say, I know exactly what it means. Some people don't understand. They say, break it down. You know what I'm saying? I get. It's a very funny thing. Now, what are we talking about is that we want to hold a meeting. We are African. We are not white people. Leave white people out. We are African. Leave black Americans out. We want to talk to our own people. And as a matter of fact, I really wanted to talk to the men, not the women. Just the men, not the women. Only women, only men I want to talk to. But because I know some people will start doing one kind. How about the women? Like I used to say, they are supposed to be competing with women. And it's okay, let me put it there. Let me put the topic as in like, why are some? I put some intentionally. Because me, I believe one thing. If you say Africans are thieves, I know me, I'm not a thief. I know go shake. But some people, they have inferiority complex. When they say Africans are thieves, they say, oh, we're not thieves. Who do we're thieves? They didn't talk about you. They say Africans are thieves. The ones that are thieves, those are the ones that should be shaken. So whenever I hear that, I won't be there. If inferiority complex will make you to shake, when they say, why are you generalizing? They are not generalizing, they are just talking. So if you are not guilty, you are not supposed to shake. Just walk away and just go. Let them see you as an example of the good one, so that they will say, it's not all of them. Oh, this one is good, oh, and all kinds of stuff. Me, I know they shake. Whenever they say Africans are bad, I know they shake. I'm not a bad person. I know myself. So I don't shake. Anybody with inferiority complex and is shaking because they say Africans are bad people, they say, you're generalizing. I hate that story when they say you are generalizing. When you are good, remain good. Be bold and stay good. Prove yourself. Don't be shaking. It's only a sinner that will be shaking. When they say something, which one is your own? You put something there, they'll start being defensive and they start hiding. For what reason? When we say come and share your story on the social media, say, I'm not sharing my story there, but the other people are sharing it. Other people are sharing their own stuff, but you know how to comment on other people's stuff and be able to badmouth people and ask them questions, but you can't come and share your own story. All right. What I'm saying is that I intentionally put some because I know some people are not feeling too good when I say, why are African men heartless? Oh, they start feeling one kind. Okay, good. I'm changing my language. Why are some African men? Then I noticed some people, some people will now, how about the women? And I say, okay, / women heartless. Where is Pastor Shola going? I'm not going to the killing. I'm not going to the police killing nobody. I've already spoken my mind already the other day. What is Pastor Shola saying today? I've been hearing stories. I did some counseling sessions this last week. Now, they almost took my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. Almost took my life. That I cried. I was really, I was down. And my wife was actually noticing the change that I would draw to lie down on the couch, and when everybody is back in the living room, I come back to the basement. And when they come to the basement, I actually go out the door. I just walk around on the street just to be by myself. I just want to be by myself. Just want to be by myself. And it's getting to me. It's actually entering inside of me now that I sometimes now feel like crying every time I remember the stories. Like when those women, when they're telling me the stories, I put myself inside of the picture, and I try to feel their pains. I try to feel it. It's something I just feel. I just want to be. I want to be in the picture. They're telling me a story, right? And I want to be in the picture. So I actually tap into their heads and I put myself inside of that theme. Then I become the major character inside of that stuff, and I listen to them, and I could feel the shake, the voice shaking. I could feel their pain, that they are trying to hold that tears in instead of crying. They're trying to hold it in. All right, trying to. So it's getting to me that my wife noticed it, and then she called me up this morning. We were actually walking. We're doing morning exercise like around 6 o'clock this morning. And she asked me, she said, what is wrong with you? I said, nothing. I said, I was surprised when you came into the room to call me that we're going to do our morning exercise. I was thinking you're going to keep away too. I said, actually, nothing. I really don't want to tell her what I'm going through, like with my clients and stuff, because it must be confidential. I said, no, nothing. Everything is fine. I said, it's just that the sessions I've been taking recently, they're actually very deep, and, they're touchy, and they're kind of like really affecting me. That sometimes I feel like I'm actually becoming too connected, too locked in with these people. And I'm just trying to keep myself sane and stuff. She said, okay, yeah. She'll continue to pray for me. I said, thank you. I appreciate that. That's the reason why you're there in the first place, to pray for me. So I looked at it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just on the side of the women alone. There are some men too that are inside of situations like this. I was told a story of a couple. They fight a lot. They fight a lot. And they fight all the time. They fight all the time. And one day there was a quarrel, and they were both yelling. They were both yelling. The wife was yelling. The husband was yelling. And at the time, the man slumped. He fell. He fell down flat on the ground. So they rushed him to the hospital. They found out that, like a vein or a vein or whatever, got ruptured inside of his brain, and blood went all around. And it was lucky that the blood didn't get to or part of the brain, he could have entered into coma. I mean, never make it. And that was the result of yelling and shouting. The result of yelling and shouting. He yelled too much. That, you know, sometimes when you yell or shout or do whatever, you see that blood will come out of your nose. Sometimes on your nose, blood will come out. Or when you sneeze too much, blood will come out. And you see that there are some men too, they go through. The man is trying to find peace, but the woman, she already vowed that I would never give you peace. You've done this to me. I'm never going to give you peace. And sometimes these men won't bother to ask, what have I done? They won't bother to ask, you know, what have I done? Is there any way we can rectify this? Is there any way you can forgive me? Can I talk about it? Can we table this stuff and talk about it? Can I ask for forgiveness? Is it possible for you to forgive me? I had another story of another person who gave the wife STD. The wife didn't know for a long time, and the STD was able to do some certain crazy stuff inside of her, affected the womb, that they had to remove the womb. That they had to remove the womb. And the man eventually married another woman just because this woman can't have children anymore. She's not able to have children anymore. And the man decided to go outside, find another woman, got that one pregnant, and kicked that woman out of the house. And we're trying right now to actually see if there can be any kind of reconciliation. And it's so difficult with the kind of language these people use. When you listen to the men talk, the language they use, what they pick to say, sometimes I get baffled. A woman that you were calling my sweetheart, honey. I read a lot of greeting cards. Greeting cards. You know, when you are dating, probably the first year of marriage, you're buying rose flower, coming on with greeting cards all the time. And inside of the greeting cards, you see the love of my life. You can never be replaced. You're the only one that owns the key to my soul. And it's more of like an assurance to the woman. Assurance that every time she want to go and read it. And that's why a lot of women get in trouble. Let me tell you. Some of you women, I want you guys to tell me if I'm lying. The moment you find somebody outside that is actually making you happy, sending you nice words like you look beautiful, I love your smell, I saw you coming down the road, you look so elegant, you look like an angel. Now, those text messages, you women don't delete it. You don't delete those things. You keep them. Even though you're married and somebody else is sending those messages to you, you keep those things. And then you can go back and reread sometimes. That's why I love women. Women, they keep things. Then they go back to it. And then when they're talking to you, they will ask you, my wife said to me one time, said, do you remember what you said to me in 1991? I was like, how do you want me to remember 1991? Do you know how long 1991 is? Do you remember the dress you bought for me? Do you remember the color? Color? Which color? 1991. You know what I mean? 1991. Ask me the color of the dress you wore yesterday. I can't remember. I don't remember clothes. But women, they keep records. They keep records. They will tell you the same kind of dress. The very first time we met, my wife will tell me the color of her shoe, the color of her dress, how she did her hair. And me, I was just sitting down there trying to remember, was I wearing jeans or was I wearing suit? I can't even remember what I wore that day I saw her. I can't even remember. I'm just trying to rack my head and say, what exactly is this stuff? And then she will want me to say it the same way she's saying it. I can't remember those things. I can't. I remember nothing. I'm so dumb. I'm a dumb guy. Don't ask me those things. I can't remember. If my wife will remember the date that we met, I said, hello, how are you doing? She remembered the date. She remembered the time. The time that I said, hello, how are you? My name is Shola Adeoye. What's your own? She will tell you everything. She'll tell you everything. Arimani, what's up? She'll tell you everything. I can't remember nothing. The only thing I remember is money. Money is the only thing I remember. If you want to ask me about money, I remember money. How much is in your bank account? I know. How much did you spend yesterday? I know. How much did I know those ones? How much is the bill of the house? I know. I know all those ones, but don't ask me dress. Don't ask me, oh, that day you remember they gave us a chicken. I can't remember I ate chicken on that day. All I remember was I was looking at a fine girl. I was thinking of how I'm going to take this girl to my house. That's all I remember. The only thing in my head is how to take this girl to my house. That's it. Mo kàn lọ wọnú kéèjì ni olóòlùmọ̀ mo yẹ wọnú kéèjì ẹ̀ gan ṣe mo yẹ bọ́ sí àníyàn èmi tó yẹ pé orí mi àwọn tó ṣe pé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ èmi tó yẹ pé bàbá ńlá playboy ni mi jẹ́ kí n lọ playboy ọmọ ẹ̀ yàrá mo kàn wọnú kéèjì àṣé mo fẹ́ wọ kéèjì ni mi wọ̀ I want to enter into cage I didn't even know. I'm inside the cage. I'm now cool down. Okay? Finally, lion did the cat, right? I'm a cat now. Lion did the cat, but I want to move me so. One baby's in no cage, want to be meow, 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 meow. You know, meow. Èmi ò gbólógbò tẹ́lẹ̀ èmi ò gbólógbò èmi ti máa ń kẹ́sì lọ káwọn mọ́lé máa ń kẹ́sì lọ kẹ́nìbọ̀dì mọ́lé àwọn dínkù boys máa ń jókòó sí basement máa ń bẹ́ yìí pípò ìsọ̀rọ̀ mo bẹ́ yìí pípò ìsọ̀rọ̀ èyí pípò ìsọ̀rọ̀ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ti dé láyọ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ wọ́n fokùn sí láyọ̀ lọ́rùn. You know wọ́n sọ láyọ̀ ní cat wọ́n ṣe meow meow. So what am I saying? What am I saying is that so many of you guys, you keep records. You keep records of this stuff. Want to get me, Jerry. So, you know what I'm saying? They will just hold you down, you can't go nowhere. You just be there. Can't jump like a hunter. So women keep things, even things that you're not supposed to keep. A guy is writing you a letter, writing you a nice poem, and you're keeping it. And then when your husband is sleeping, you go and quickly look at the phone and read it and smile. And everybody will ask, what are you smiling for? You know why you're smiling, because you keep those things. And think about it, a woman that you've been writing all this stuff to, and this is not about just text messages, I'm talking about inside of greeting cards. Inside of greeting cards. And you're writing all this stuff inside, and you're writing it there, you're the only one that owns the key to my soul, to my heart, my love, the one that I love the most. And you write it and you give it to a woman, not one time, not two times. I'm talking about multiple times. That this is the very first time I'm going to see rose flowers being put inside of I don't know what they call that stuff. It's like a transparent paper, and they ironed it. Rose flower. They ironed it, and this woman kept every bit of them. This woman kept every bit of them. Rose flowers. Rose flowers. They were given fresh. So she put them inside of that paper stuff, and they ironed it there. And you can see the rose flowers and all the petals and everything complete. But that is the way the rose flower is going to be for years. It's never going to be different. They ironed it, and she kept each of them inside of the greeting cards. And now, you now look at the man you married at that point in time that was giving you all of this stuff. All of this stuff. Reading cards over and over. having butterfly in my stomach. Child, love is a beautiful thing. Oh, I know. Now, looking back to see the guy giving you all of those things during that time, now turned to be a bully. It's called pressed flowers. Thank you. I don't know, Stella. Pressed flowers. It lasts for ages. Yeah. This is the very first time I'm seeing it. First time I'm seeing such a kind of a flower like that. And then the man who used to give you those things now turned to be your worst enemy. Your worst enemy. And how do you think a woman will feel flipping through the pages of those greeting cards and looking at the same guy who is abusive right now, writing with his own handwriting, with a pen of how beautiful the wife is, and that he owns the key to his heart, or she owns the key to his heart. I looked at it. Women will just open up the tap and just cry. Just cry. But I believe one thing, and this is what I always tell people. Something happened before it got to that point. It's possible for us not to know. But Yoruba people always say something. So many women are suffering today not because they are the one that committed the crime. Likewise, men too, because you want me to say that. But the percentage is actually not comparable. Not comparable. Women embraces love. Anywhere that there is love, women will be there and they're going to be happy. Women do say, even without money, the moment the presence of love is there, they're going to stay there. They will say, it's better for me to eat croaker fish than for me to eat chicken in a very terrible environment. I will sit down and continue to eat my croaker fish. Even though it's a lie, but to an extent, it's the truth. Women love money. They love comfort. They want assurance. They want respect. They want protection. They want, insurance. But at the same time, they want love. They want to love somebody. They want somebody to love them back too. And the kind of love they are looking for is not the kind of a temporary love that love me now, but don't love me tomorrow. They're not looking for that. They're looking for a kind of a love of love me now and love me forever. Love me now, love me then. Love me tomorrow, love me forever. And that's what men are looking for too. Men will tell you that they're looking for a woman that will be with them, that will be like a mother for them, that will be like a wife, that will be a wife, and then love them until death. They're looking for somebody to love them now and love them forever. But when you listen to people, you get shocked with the kind of rate people change, that the language will just change. The attitude will change. A woman with 6 kids, and the last one came through C-section. 6 children. A woman that is less than 40 years of age, already having 6 kids. And that African brother went out to impregnate another person outside. I'm shocked. Can you say he's looking for children, more kids, after having 6. I'm not talking about all female. I'm talking about mixture, male and female. What exactly is he looking for? Got somebody pregnant, came back home, shared with the wife, and the wife got mad, and she said, "Oh, is this the way you're going to live your life? I can't allow my kids to pass through this." And got hold of that woman. I'm not going to lie to you. It's possible for that woman to have said a lot of things, but will you blame her for saying all those things? No. Something happened. We're all humans. We have the right to be angry. But when you're angry, or maybe when your wife is angry, not because she wanted to be angry, she didn't get angry yesterday. She didn't get angry before you shared that particular story with her. Now she got angry and she said some things. And he got hold of her and beat her up big time. And the belt that she was using to beat her cut that woman's hair into 2. And yet, this woman didn't confess to the police, didn't tell the hospital what happened. She covered it up. Why? Nigerians certainly don't believe in the police. They don't believe in the police. How can you call the police on your husband? You can't call police on your husband. He's your head. That's your God. You should worship him. Even if you should go outside to sleep with somebody, bring him in, put water in the shower for him to take a shower, cook his best meal for him, rub his leg as he's eating, make love to him when he's done, and say, "Welcome, my love." That's how Africans behave. African women are slaves. They don't have voice. Don't quarrel with your husband, don't argue with your husband. If your husband is instructing you, listen to the instruction. Listen to the instruction. Listen to the instruction. Submit to your husband. Submit. Mommy, what's the meaning of submit? Mo jẹ̀yà ńlé dádì ẹ̀ náà. Mo jẹ̀yà ńlé dádì ẹ̀ náà fìyà jẹ mí. Submit to your husband. If your husband is angry, kneel down and beg him. Ọkọ lórí aya o. If your husband should go and sleep with somebody else outside, it's your fault. Oh. Are you withdrawing sex from your husband? Are you not doing it the way he wants you to do it? If your husband should go and eat outside, it's your problem. Oh. That means you don't know how to cook. Learn to cook. Oh. Cook for him all the time. But mommy, I go to work full time too. It doesn't matter. That is the life of a woman. You are created to serve him. That's your responsibility. Serve him. Sarah called Abraham my Lord. Abraham was the Lord of Sarah. Bow to him. Kneel down when you give him food. And you leave. And you walk away from your mother. Walk away from your dad or whosoever is advising you. And then you walk right back into slavery. And the way we talk in the society, has ruined a lot of things that when somebody just gave back to a baby, we always want to ask, is he a male or a female? When they say female, they say, oh, la, emole. When they say male, say, ọkùnrin làdá. So we put so much importance on a male child. Like a female child doesn't want anything. They're just slaves. They can't fight wars. They can't defend a country. They can't become presidents. They end up in the kitchen. The end of a woman is in the kitchen. Why give back to women? A woman is not profitable. Their end is in the kitchen. They end up in our beds and in our kitchen. It is the man that will carry the legacy of the father and carry the name of the father. When you have female children, it's a waste. It's a waste of your effort. It's just a waste. That's a waste. And they say all this stuff, and the society is embracing it. And we push women all the way to the back. But this time around, women are fighting to come up. Women are fighting tooth and nail to come up, and they're very brilliant. I just love them. They're very, very brilliant people. No wonder Nigerian men in America can educate themselves and send themselves to nursing school. They have to call their wife and say, I know you are the brilliant one. I know you will pass exam. You come and go and do nothing and just be bringing money home so you can be my ATM. You go. Me, I'll be driving taxi. I'll park under the bridge. I'll be carrying people all around the place. And they'll be giving me $10, $5, $2 here and there. And I'll be coming home to you. You go and do good. You see, these guys are very educated. They are very, very intelligent. Women, very intelligent. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. Very intelligent people. I just love them. I just love them. And you begin to look at it like a woman who emptied a bank account to support the dream of the husband. You know, we all always talk about this like, oh, women are supposed to be supportive. They are supposed to be supportive. Sometimes we forget. I'm never going to forget. Because I actually had a covenant with God on that day. And what did I say? Because I got married as a poor guy. I had no money, had nothing. My income was nothing. And my wife started working, and she was the one bringing home money. She was the one bringing money home. And I stay home, take care of the kids. Then by the time she'll get back, I'll cook already, she'll eat, go to bed, and I'll go to church. And I made up my mind, and I said to God, God, if you can take me out of this poverty, I want to take care of this woman. This woman that have covered my shame. You know, at that point in time, I was able to have like 2 shoes, 2 jackets. I was able to get that through her help. And it wasn't like I'm collecting money from her. She give me the check. I put the check in my own account. And I'm actually the one paying bills, doing all manners of things and buying stuff. So I made up my mind. I said, if you take me out of this poverty, God, I want to treat this woman right. That was what I said. You know, but see, I cannot account for how much money. I cannot account for how much money, even while we were dating, that she spent on me, buying me clothes, belts, jeans, this and that. And just imagine a woman now emptied her life savings and gave the money to the man. I'm talking about 40 million naira to the man. honey, we are married. And very soon bills are going to be piling up. We're going to have children. What do you want to do? Oh, I want to start a business. And at that time, the kind of business that was in vogue was pure water business and the bakery. So they decided, all right, we can do pure water factory on this side. We can have a bakery on the other side. So the guy went to work with the 14 million naira. Pure water business was actually doing well. Pure water business was doing well. The bakery was doing well. Money was coming in. And it was at that point when money started coming in. This man decided to now go out and start sleeping with other women outside. Then he started drinking, became abusive. Every time he would come home, the woman would ask, where are you coming from? You don't have the right. A woman don't have the right to ask me where I'm coming from. Are you the man or me? I am the one who married you. You didn't marry me. And I always want to correct that because people do forget that what the man only did was to ask the question, will you marry me? As a fact, the woman said yes. She's got the right to say no, and there won't be any marriage. So let's not forget, the question is not the ultimate. The answer is, will you marry me is not the ultimate. The answer is the ultimate. I didn't mean she says no. I'm sorry, I can't marry you. That will have been the end of the whole relationship. There won't be any kind of relationship whatsoever. But we always forget that part. We forget that part. We always believe that I am the one marrying you, not you. You know, men always make it, some men, don't let me say men, they always make it to look like I'm doing you a favor by marrying you. I'm doing you a favor by marrying you. I'm doing you a favor. So the language is more or less like, I am actually doing you a favor, you better be happy. So if now I'm sleeping with a lot of women all around the place, you should continue to be happy because it's a favor that I've done you by marrying you. You know, you will have still been in your father's house or your mother's house by now if I didn't marry you. So they make it look as if to say they have done a favor. They've helped you. They helped your life. They helped your life. That's the way they see it. That's the way they see it. So he started drinking all around and he was sleeping with women all around, and this woman is not able to ask. And the day this woman put her feet down, I need to know what you're doing outside. I was at the factory, you were not there. I was at the bakery, you were not there. I called your mommy's phone. Your mom said you were not there. I called your phone several times. Your phone was turned off. Where were you? And that was the day the woman landed in the hospital in Lagos, Nigeria. And after she came back from the hospital, the man said, well, you need to pack your stuff and get out of my house. Now, can we look at the 14 million naira? Oh, I'm going to give you your stupid 14 million naira. No. No. It's not the stupid 14 million naira. It's not. We don't talk about the 14 million. We talk about what the 14 million has been able to produce. We don't talk about the 14 million. We don't talk about the 14 million. We are talking about what the 14 million has produced. That's exactly what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. And This woman will leave the house with her own children, walk out without a house, without a car, without anything. Because in the country where they don't, um, the law is not it's not in effect. They bypass the law. And she's going to walk out the door without anything. But think about the investment. We're not talking about the 14 million, we're talking about what the 14 million is able to produce. And I listened to another story of a young man who got married with intention to remain married forever. And he didn't know that the woman that he's about to get married to already gave back to two grown-up kids. Two grown-up kids. The lady started having children at the age of, I think, 16 or so. Maybe 15, 16. And she got two grown-up kids. Two grown-up kids. She didn't tell the guy. The guy didn't get to know. And this guy was deeply in love with her, for going in and out, doing all manners of things. They had plans to build houses. They had plans to do one thing or the other and everything. And they got married. They got married. On the day of wedding, the two boys were there. And she introduced those two boys as, this is my little brother, this is my little brother. That was it. Got married to this guy. They left Lagos, Nigeria after wedding. The guy filed for the lady, brought her into the United States of America. So one day, after 16 years, this man paid for the wedding of those two boys. This guy, he paid the ticket of his wife to go to Nigeria several times. And so many times he will go and get a loan from the bank or probably use a credit card to do all what he's doing. All what he's doing. So one day, he decided to go to Nigeria to see his mother. So the wife was not with him. So he traveled and went straight to Nigeria, went home to his mother, stayed with his mother for 2-3 days. He decided, before I leave for Lagos, let me stop by my wife's village. Let me stop by my wife's village and just quickly say hi to the mother and the brothers. And I can give them some money so I can leave. That was how he drove to the village. And when he got to the village, grandma wasn't around. So he met the brothers, the two brothers. He went to their homes because they're already married with their wives and stuff. And one of them now sat the man down and said, I have a baby coming. My brother's wife already have a son also. They need their grandmother. And the guy was like, what do you mean? And that was how he opened up and said, the woman you're married to is not my big sister. That's our mom. She gave back to us when she was very young, so we live with her grandma. So we call her auntie because we see our grandma as our mother. So our grandma raised us, not her. So we call her auntie not because she's, and I know a lot of people like that. Their son or their daughter, they call them auntie me, and they're actually the mother, their biological mother. And they live with grandma, and grandma will take them, and then grandma will take them everywhere. So they see grandma as mommy. So they call grandma mommy, 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 mommy. All right. Whereas their mommy is actually the ones they refer to as Auntie. So the man, they open up to the guy said, whoa, how about your fathers? We've never met our dad. Are you guys from the same father? No, from different dads. Then they traveled to the other guy, it was the same story. Waited for grandma to show up, grandma had to open up. And this guy left Nigeria with a very deep sorrow and didn't get to talk to his wife until I was with them. And she lied for almost about 1 hour. She lied about 1 hour. Then eventually she started crying and then she admitted. My first statement was like, how can you deny your own children that you gave birth to? It's no big deal. If you have children before marriage, that's no big deal. Tell the guy. Let the guy know about it. You know? Let the guy know about it. It's not a disease, it's not a sickness to have children. If he's not interested, another person will be interested. If he wants to walk away, let him walk away. Another person will be interested. There's a very long comment here. I can't read this comment of my sister. Lovely America. All right, I will read it later. Your own children. There's no big deal. When you have kids, you introduce your kid to your boyfriend or to your fiancé. Let him meet them. But you see, I'm really sorry to say there is a church in Nigeria. They won't allow a single mother to be anything in church. If you have been married 2 times, you can't be a pastor. If you have been married 2 times, you can't be a pastor. So many of the church members do lie about things. Many of the church members, they lie about their children. They lie. They can't tell the church that they've been married 2 times. They need to hide that part of their lives. Or else they can't be anything in church. Everybody wants to hold a position in church. Everybody wants to be relevant. Everyone wants to be relevant. But they have to lie. They must have to lie before they can actually live the kind of life they want to live. Or else they cannot be where they're supposed to be. So they have to lie. They don't have to lie about everything. They lie about their relationship, lie about their marital status, they lie about their children. How many kids do you have? They have to lie, they have to cover it up, so nobody must know. Prophet, thank you, Jerry. Having children is not a crime. They are a gift of God, the blessing of God. The man says something to me. He said, Pastor Shola, he said, I don't believe that she's clean. There are still other things she's not saying yet. And I said, what do you mean? He said, if somebody could hide her own children for 16 years of marriage, I've been dating her. We've been together for over 20-something years. And 16 years of marriage, she never spoke one day about her children, never said anything about them as in like she, oh, I miss my kid, or I don't, all I know is she talk about her brothers, they're with grandma, this and this, bro, with mommy, oh, they're getting married, we have to get money to help them to get married, they want to rent a house, we have to get money. That was all what we were doing. What we were doing. He said, I'm not sure she's clean, that she got some other secrets hidden, and this kind of a woman can actually destroy me if I remain here. I had to tell the man, I said, listen, 16 years she didn't destroy you. We can call her to, a stupid person. She didn't know that no matter how you hide the truth, it will come back to light. No matter how. She's hiding the children so that she can be married. It's not good, but at the same time, you don't want to end this marriage. You don't want to. In 16 years, she was with you. She worked, supported you. You guys did everything together. She's only stupid. She's just stupid. And the guy said, I didn't mean she opened up, I would still have married her. But she didn't know that. She didn't know that you would still marry her if she should open up. But she didn't. That's so stupid of her. The story before us is not that she used you for ritual. The story before us is not like she's dating another man, or probably she gave birth to the children while you guys were married. The story is not like, okay, now your life is meaningless. The story is not like, okay, you are not where you're supposed to be. The story is not like, okay, you're sick, you're about to die, and then they're looking for the source of your sickness. The story is you found out the truth that she has been covering all these years. She's only been stupid. This is not enough to end a marriage, and she can't do you nothing. If you're thinking she's planning to kill you, she could have killed you all these years. 16 years is too long, too long to plan to kill somebody. It's really not. But when you look at the face of the man, it broke down. It's going to be very difficult for him to build a trust or trust in that relationship. A loving and caring man. It's going to be difficult. Very difficult. And every day you will wake up, you will still think about it. Hope she's still not hiding something. Hope she's still not hiding something. And I want to tell you something. The next 1 year, the story that they will be telling, or the question they'll be asking is, how come? How did you do that? Who is the father of this one? Tell me the story of that one. Of that one. And that will be a very, very big time situation in that marriage. Some African women are bad. Likewise, some African men are terrible. How come we get to that point of being heartless? How come? That we turn the table around just suddenly and just become so wicked and heartless that we don't care if somebody should die. We don't care. How come we are? I believe that we are human beings. I believe you're supposed to be able to pity another person. Feel the pain before you beat them, before you slap somebody. Feel the pain. Like I said to somebody, I said I can live with anybody. I can live with anybody. I don't have to have my way all the time. No. I don't have to. I don't have to. I always want other people to have their ways too. Let's put it on the table. Let's talk about it. What do you want to do? How do you want to do it? When do you want to do it? I can adjust my own schedule. So many times in the house when I already have counseling sessions lined up. And my wife is saying, I need you to help me to do this, this, this. So when do you want me to do it? I want you to do it now. So, okay. Let me call one of my clients and move that person 1 hour ahead. Or can I call my client right now, take that client right this moment? I can be free in another 1 hour so I can go and do exactly what you want me to do, or what you want us to do together. I don't have to have my way. I don't have to. You know, I can live with anybody. So many people have insulted me many times, and we still chat today. So many people call me fake. Oh, Pastor Shola is fake. He's a fake guy. You know, I don't care. I don't. I wanted to tell people today, actually, that please don't call me a pastor again. Don't call me a pastor anymore. The title pastor is limiting me. It's not making me to be able to do the assignment and the job that God has given to me. For real. It's limiting me. People already see pastor to be this kind of guy that will just be praying for you, pretending to be hearing God here and there and be doing this. They do not understand that the assignment I'm doing here is what pastoring is all about. It's touching lives, being able to touch the life of people, being able to come to their understanding and feel what they feel. And feel what they feel. Being able to be free and be you. And not be an hypocrite. And not hide how you feel. How do you feel? How do you feel? This is how I feel. I'm angry. Oh, you can't be angry, you're a pastor. That's what people believe. How can you be yelling at people? A pastor don't yell. No, I do my yelling. I love it. My people that listen to me, they love the yelling part of it. So how do you don't want to be called a pastor? Please take your title. Take your title and just leave me and just leave me to be me. Just leave me to be me. So I won't be judged. Nobody will judge me to do what I'm doing. So whenever I yell, Shola is yelling. Good. Dr. Shola is yelling. Good. Oh, whenever I say whatever and I say I'm angry, Shola is doing that, not Pastor Shola. So because they believe that, pastor shouldn't do that. So just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I just don't want to be at that title anymore. I just want to be me. So I can do my thing. So I can be able to do what I'm doing, what God has sent me to do, I can do. So I can do it. So I won't have to be judged. Nobody will have to judge me about what I do. And I'm telling you, I will so much love it. I will so much love it. Just for me to be me. Then I'm not under lock and key. This is what you can do. This is what not you cannot do. We were talking about. We were talking about a woman who said, I can't remember the story well. I think I posted it today. I can't remember the story all together. Probably the woman was delivered. She ran away after a while. The husband gave her STD and all kinds of stuff. And she said, he said now she's got dildo and vibrator in her house. That listen, that if anybody is not happy about it, instead of judging me, go and kiss transformer or something. And all kinds of stuff. And by the time I finished, my inbox was actually blowing out. What's going on in my inbox? All kinds of manners of preaching. You call yourself a pastor, and people are saying dildo on your page, and you're not saying they're going to hell. Who is me to say they're going to hell? Oh, there's so many people talking about divorce on your page. So many people encouraging other people to walk away, even if they are being beat up, and they're not supposed to be praying. wanted to say to them, listen, can you just get off my page and stop calling me pastor and just leave me alone and let these people live their lives and let them be happy? Which one is your own? Mommy pastor, sister Holy Ghost. Which one is your own? You place yourself as a judge. Am I the one that knows who is going to hell and who is not? Is it in my hand? Is it in my power to know who is going to hell and who is not going to hell? Is it my responsibility to be looking for them? That's not my responsibility. I am not God. I don't have no right to judge nobody. And so I looked at it, my page was blowing out. I was like, what? What is all wrong with these people? If I just become Shola Adioye, I'm going to be able to do what I'm doing right now. And nobody's going to say, oh, and he can't say the pastor, and look at what he's saying, so you won't come near me. So you won't come near me, you go and kiss the transformer and go somewhere you want to go to. You know what I'm saying? Things that are not real, things that are not realistic. You want people to die in relationship. How long are you going to? I don't understand. Do you guys do you even know God? Do you read the Bible? Do you? You want to vote for people to die in relationship? Let them be praying. Let them be praying. And the man beating them and the woman beating them. Woman putting poison in their food. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I don't get it. Oh, all of the women on your page, they are all single mothers. Yes, ma'am. Do you have a husband? I'm not yet married though, but me, when I'm married, I'm going to be single. I said, good luck, man. Good luck in your search for your husband. That woman wrote there, he said, anybody that wants to judge me, that I pray that what I went through, you will pass through too. I say amen for them. You people judging others, I say amen for you. I say amen. I say amen. I don't understand. I'm not God. God didn't put me out to actually point to people going to hell and people going to heaven. He didn't put me here to do that. No. I just want to be me. I want to be able to go somewhere and just be me. And I want people around me to just be them. I don't want you to be lying beside me. I don't want you to live a double life. I don't want you to come to church lifting holy hand, and then when you go home, you're a different person. I want you to be the same person you are at home around me. Because this is me. This is me in my house. This is me in the church. This is me. Anywhere you see me, this is me. This is me. I don't have two faces. I don't have. I love people to be real. Just be who you are. I went to visit a person in the house, and this person, I put the beer bottle beside the chair when he heard that I'm coming. And the moment I entered the place, I said, Baba, I said, I was in the me. Say any wine in late. When you wine got the me one red wine, what every cup see. If you don't wine. And the woman, the wife looked at me and said, and the man looked at me and said, Pastor Jola, you every day you always beat me. You beat my imagination all the time. I said, why? He said, but some other pastors will come here and then they will say, you go to hell for drinking, you go to hell for drinking. I said, but are you not drinking? He said, are you supposed to hide it from me or hide it from God? The person you're supposed to hide it from is God, not me. If you hide it from me, I didn't see you. How about God that is looking at you? Me, I don't have power to judge you. I got no power to judge you. The only thing I can do is when I see you in church, I will just preach about drinking. And that doesn't change anything. The guy that will condemn you if you're actually guilty is God. The guy that will condemn you is God. It's not me. I don't have the power to judge you. It's not in my hand. My responsibility is to preach whatever he's putting in my mouth. And that's what I do. And I'm a human being like you. I drink wine. I do. I drink wine. You think I'm like your pastor that says he's drinking water, that is drinking Ogidiga. Your pastor that is only drinking Alomosoboto, Unage, corner everywhere. Your pastor that is drinking Aloma like a crazy person. And you say, I always drink water. Your pastor that is actually faking you. Yeah, I don't fake people. I tell you what I do. I drink wine. If I come to your house, put a bottle of red wine in my front, we'll be talking. We'll talk for the next 3 hours. I tell you. We'll talk for 3 hours. You know? So it's not my business to judge you. I don't have the right to do so. I don't have the right to do so. I can't judge a person. All I can do is to encourage people, feel their pain, help them to be able to stand again. That's all I can do. I want to quickly just thank you for listening. I have to go now. Mama don't pay me. I better answer. So let me quickly go and just do other things by the grace of God. Let me get ready for other things by the grace of God. Have a beautiful afternoon. God bless you. But remember, it's good to be good. It's good to be good. It's very, very good to be good. Change your mindset. Change your way of life. Be good to your wife. Be good to your husband. All right? Honor them. Respect them. Protect them. Cover them up. Be the fence around your family. Okay? If you know you're done, call your wife and say, I'm done. Say you're done. And the two of you can walk away peacefully without any kind of problem. Nobody's beating nobody. Nobody's abusive towards anybody. That's it. So God bless you. I love you. And see you later tomorrow by the grace of God. Bye.